to my channel. Here we are going to be looking at how we can inscribe a square in a triangle, how we can inscribe a square in a given triangle. So let's say the length or side of the triangle is 80 millimeters, is an equilateral triangle. We are using an equilateral triangle of length 80 millimeters. So let's see how we can construct this triangle before we go on and construct a square in it and inscribe a square in it. So we are first of all, we are going to draw a horizontal line. So here we have horizontal line of any length. Then the next thing that we are going to do is that we are going to have a point. Okay, so we are going to have a point here at this point. Let's call this point. So let's say this is point what? This is point D. So let's call it point D. Okay, so we call it point D. And then we are going to take a measurement of 80 millimeters. So okay, so we take 80 millimeters, or let me take 40 millimeters to get the length on this line. 40 millimeters first to get the length, half of the length of the triangle. So here, okay, so this 40 millimeters. So I mark 40 millimeters from point D to this side. This is 40 millimeters here, and I'll also mark 40 millimeters to this side. Okay, so here we have this. So I'm going to call this line, so this is line AB. So this is point A, okay, and this is point B here. So AB is 80 millimeters, which is the length of the triangle that we are inscribing a square in. So what we have to do now is that, so with the pinpoint of the compass here at point A, I will extend the pen point to point B. I will extend the pen point to point B. So don't forget that AB is 80 millimeters, which is the length or side of the given triangle. So I'm going to draw an arc like this. Okay, we draw an arc like this. Okay, then bringing the pinpoint to point B here. So then with the pen at point A, I will also draw an arc like this. Okay, so we have this. So here now we can construct the given triangle. So I just need to join. So this point here, I'm going to call this point, I will call it point C here. So this point is point C. Here we have point C here. So I'm going to connect these 2 points together. I will connect these 2 points together. So this point AC, I will connect them, okay, with a straight line, and point BC, I will also connect them with a straight line like this. Okay, so we have like this. Okay, and then so here we have this. The next thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to turn this to a square by drawing a vertical line. So I will draw a vertical line from point A to touch the arc at a point. So I will draw a vertical line here. So the arc goes up like this from point A, touching this arc here. And then so coming to this side, I will also draw a vertical line. So from this point B, so to touch the arc at this point. Okay, so then, so this point here, I'm going to call this point, this is point E. So this point is point E, and this point here is point F here. Okay, so I'm going to join these 2 points together. So I will join EF together with a straight line to form a square, So joining these 2 points together, so I have these 2 points, we join them together. All right, so we have formed a square ABEF. Okay, so now, so what we are going to do now, we are going to draw a vertical line. So from point, so joining these 2 points together, so forming a vertical line here. Okay, so we have this. So the next thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to connect these 2 points DE. I will connect them together with a straight line, and I will connect DF together with a straight line. So this is what I mean. So connecting DE together with a straight line, so it goes like this. Okay, and then so we connect DF together with a straight line. Connect DF together with a straight line. So here we have this. Okay, so this line DE touches the triangle. Line DE touches the triangle at this point. I just call this point, this is point G. Okay, and line DF touches the triangle at this point. I'll call this point, I'll call it point H. Okay, so what we are to do now, so we are going to connect these 2 points together. So GH, connect them together with a straight line, and GH is a side of the required square So GH is a side of the required square. So to now complete the square, so from this point G here, we are going to draw a vertical line. So here we draw a vertical line from point G, touching this AB at this point, and then also, so we draw a vertical line from H, touching AB at this point. So here we also make this line. So make this line a thick line here. So then we have a required square. So this point here, so this point is point I, and this point is point J. Okay, so here we have what we have: a square GHIJ. That is the required square that we inscribed in this triangle ABC. It's as simple as I've done it here. All you have to do is to practice, and you practice this, you become a master at this work. Thank you. Keep on practicing, and God bless you.